Hello, welcome to another segment of the hidden tears of a black male. One day I had a thought that I never thought of until now. I saw a female on a social media website in a bra. Some of them have bras, wearing bras, panties, or swimwear. And I followed up on that thought, and I did a little bit of investigation, and I was surprised that I found out that there are more females revealing themselves than males. Of course, you can go to other sites that's only geared for males, and you probably will see a lot of males in their swimwear or underwear asking for you to click on a special link that will lead you to a site where you will see more seductive photos of them, sexual in nature. And I decided to put this video together to inform, to educate, and to warn about the possible danger. I'm sharing this information because some people may never consider what I'm going to share. And I titled the message is Bras, Panties, and Swimwear. And this is what I thought was interesting. This is my twist on it. A book cover is an attention grabber on social media websites where females are showing their bras, panties, and swimwear for whatever reason to get likes. I'm interested in the contents of that book, which is in their mind. If I'm interested in what they have to say, then I will like them. Who wants to read a book that has been seen, talked about? Who wants to buy a book that reveals the bras and panties and swimwear at the beginning of the book? It will leave the reader to imagine and put their own ending to the book. And sometimes it's not good, because when the reader has to add their own ending to a book, they can come up with thousands and thousands of possibilities that could be bad for the book cover, aka females. It can be bad physically, emotionally, because these individuals, women and men, sometimes they may seek out that individual because some individuals put where they work, what city they stay in, and sometimes they get up-to-date notice on where they're going to, where they're coming from, and that is real dangerous if somebody really wants them to capture them, do things to them. So exposing yourself by showing bras and panties and underwears or swimwear on social media website may look good. And I don't mean to putting one down, but you see any overweight females on there. You see women exposing themselves, they're bending over, they're showing their thigh, they're showing their tattoo, they're showing their breath, they're showing their rear end, in different positions on the bed, bending over, touching their ankles, all kinds of pictures. And I may love to see that book cover and say, wow, that's a good book cover. I want to get to know that person. But as I got older, that especially in the time that we live in, females talking about men behavior, how men act and talk and how they behave. But rarely you hear another female talking about other females. But then I have friends of mine that I have talked to that share their feelings about seeing females on social media website exposing themselves. Do you know this person? Yeah, do you know that person? Wow, do I know that person? I would like to know her, but as I mentioned, in my old days, I would have sought out to meet that person, especially if they're locally. So I have no power, as I mentioned. I had thoughts about females themselves. Females showing themselves, revealing themselves in such a manner is not good because they can be tempting and seducing to males and females. Just because they are female, women like other women, that's their preference. And they see these women in different positions and poses, barely showing anything. Some even go as far as stripping naked, covering their breasts with their hand and covering their thigh and not showing you nothing, but giving you the impression, leading you to believe or leading you to imagine what they look like. And here's an interesting point. It may be hard to swallow, but when a man or woman is watching pictures on social media website, they are imagining what it will be like to be with that woman and that man. A man and woman will be wondering what it would be like to be with someone who they think they know or would like to get to know. And some may have gone for as imagining having sex with that person. Some may even physically masturbate while watching that photo. And some may take it to another level to seek out that individual. Some females and males may go as far as doing research on that individual because right now people do a lot of things and put a lot of things on social media website. They are not to put on the website because it will make themselves very vulnerable and someone can find them. And then if they happen to go into a public arena, they can be easily recognized by someone. Say, oh, I saw that person on Facebook. Oh, this is my chance to get to know them. And here's an interesting thought. I know there are many Christian women who say they are Christian and they put themselves out there in the same position. They say, okay, I'm a Christian woman, but there are no difference between the ones that who don't go to church. Christian women who expose themselves in her bras and panties and swimwear will go into the congregation and sit there, and other males and women may be friends with them on their Facebook site, know what they look like naked. What if the pastor or the deacon or the choir or little children have access to the website and see that female on Facebook sitting in the church? They see what they look like in their bras and panties and swimsuit. I know sometimes it's hard to swallow the truth. Sometimes we reject the truth, but the truth need to be spoken. I mentioned I have no power to make you do anything. I have no power to make you stop. I'm just informing you that you can suffer the consequences of your actions. And I heard in my hometown that they are doing an investigation of child kidnapping, child abduction, child trafficking. And little you may be new to this is that you can do your own homework and you will see that a lot of children have been kidnapped, missing for years, never be found. Some have been found and say they was held captured, been sex slaves, they've been tortured, they've been raped, they've been gang raped, they experienced sexual abuse. And here's an interesting one that you may never heard of, that some of these individuals are killed and eaten. Doing your homework, you see that there are individuals out there that I remember reading an article where someone in Mexico had killed their friend and they enjoy eating human flesh. So they killed their friend and cut them up and eat them. And you may say, that's crazy, but do your homework and you see that there are individuals out there who like to drink blood and only prefer blood. And people like to capture children, torture them. And so do these females that's on these social media website, do they really believe that they are exempt from being kidnapped, tortured, raped, put in sexual enslavement to be used by whoever captured them and be eaten? I'm not making fun of it, but when you see the females exposing their body and breasts and body parts and thighs and big rear ends, do you know that there are certain individuals out there in the world that prefer certain body parts that they will kill and eat, kill the individual and eat? Do your homework. I remember there was a movie out, I think on Hostel, I think Hostel is a part 1 and part 2, where they're actually showing a movie where they're killing people, torturing them, and something on TV when I was scanning my station that made me turn off because this guy was was on the table. This guy had on an apron and he was carving this guy's flesh, and he was in the kitchen. The kitchen is frying this individual, and the guy was screaming and crying and hollering. He was sitting to the table with a knife and fork, consuming off this individual. That's why I would ask people, when you watch a movie, ask yourself, why are they showing that movie? Why are they showing the movie? Is it for entertainment or to tell you what they're really doing? So be warned that you can do whatever you want to do. You can expose yourself on the internet. You can get all the likes you want, but you put yourself in danger. And I close by saying this. I remember when I was on law enforcement, and I was working undercover, and this female was flagging me down. She was a prostitute in a local prostitution neighborhood. And we got to talking, and she was telling me that on the weekend, she come out and her grandparents did not know this, and she was doing it to earn money. Sitting in the car with, I start telling her that and she looked very attractive young lady to be doing such a thing. And I started sharing with her after she told me how much it's going to cost me. And I told her she was in arrest, handcuffed her, and we got to talking when I was taken to jail. I asked her, is this the first time? It was the first time that she tried it, and that was her first John. Share with her that females out here have pimps that look over their back. She was out there doing it solo. She did not consider the following, that she could be raped, she could be gang raped, she could be kidnapped, she could be tortured, she could be sold off to sex trafficking, she could be killed, and she could be cannibalized, and people will eat her, and she could catch a disease. And when I was sharing her the downside of her choice, she never considered none of the things I share. She was only looking at the money, the dollar value, or how much she can get. And yes, people have reason to do and say, it's my body, I can do what I want to do. Yes, you can do what you want to do, but there are some individuals out there like myself that is concerned about the females that we see on the internet exposing themselves, because who knows, God forbid, if they are killed, tortured, apprehended by somebody out there because they want to get to know them, and they want to get a bunch of likes and get a bunch of popularity on the internet, they're exposing themselves. So share this information if you like it. Make a comment about it. Share with your friends. Allow someone else to have the opportunity to hear what you're hearing. And again, I have no power to make you do anything. I have no power to make you stop posting anything. I'm just sharing my views and my opinion, and everyone has an opinion. In truth, there's no opinion when it comes to truth. Do your homework. 1 + 1 is 2. It's not about what we think, feel, want, and believe, and what I can do and what I can say, because there is a right and a wrong, whether we accept it or not. There's a right and wrong. We will reap what we sow. Things, our behaviors, and what we say and do, we will suffer consequences. So the next time you see a female on social media website, you remember this message. Should you like them because what you see, or should you like them because what they have to say? Thank you. Until the next time, have a nice day.